All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Tonight's class is basically Microsoft Outlook, the basics.
Okay.
So when I say the basics is, it's an email platform. So like if you have Gmail, if you have Comcast, if you have iCloud, you email people. So tonight's class is basically Microsoft has their own platform on which you can email people. People can send you emails. And it's a real nice platform because people also use Microsoft products like Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel, and they're all integrated into one platform. So Microsoft Outlook is the email system that's used by Microsoft. All right. So when you first start out with Microsoft, you're gonna go to their Outlook. And it's going to have basically a screen like this. So if you're a new user, you can sign up for one. So say I use Google all the time, so I use Gmail, but I also have a Microsoft account. But say I never used Outlook before, I can create what's called a free account. And then to do that, I will basically type my email address using the platform Outlook.com and create an account. But since I have an account, I'm going to go ahead and sign in. So the first thing you do with your Outlook thing is you're going to sign in. Okay, so the first screen that comes up is basically your email platform. So anytime someone sends you an email, you get to look at what's being sent. You also get to see, it keeps a file of everything that you've had put in the past. It's basically anything that you set up to send out email. Email is really, just like sending a letter to somebody. So like this first one, I actually sent the email to myself. And if you see within the email, it has a link. You can click on those links to go to various different websites. So like for tonight's class, it's Outlook Basics, where it gives you a training on what you can do with Outlook. Before I go that route, I just want to show you some of the different aspects within Outlook. If you click on your inbox, that'll display all of the emails that you've been sent. They have what's called a junk email as well. A lot of times people will send you unsolicited emails. They want you to buy this, buy Amazon, buy whatever. They'll solicit you emails. And a lot of times that'll default into your junk email. If you want, you can set up a way to have everything go into your junk email if you don't want to see all that. It's really helpful. I usually just delete it. The drafts is whenever you start to compose an email. So you say to yourself, hey, I wanna write the people at Comcast a letter. So the draft is where it's saved. That function, before you actually send it, it's saved right there. So anytime you start typing, it'll save it as a draft.
Can I ask questions?
Yes.
Do you mind if I ask questions?
Oh, no, I'm after you.
By all means, you can have.
Okay, how did you get to that folders?
Okay, so the folders, there's a menu option right here that lets you toggle through the plane. And you
Where
click
is
on
that
that.
menu?
Let's look for this right here. It says hamburger.
With the hamburger?
They call it
Really?
hamburger. Yeah, right there.
It looks like a hamburger.
They call it a hamburger.
Oh,
It's not, no,
Wait,
no, right here. Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay,
Click on it.
click on it.
Click, you didn't click. You gotta click with your left, you're clicking with your right.
Yes, always use that left finger.
There it is.
Oh, okay, thank you.
welcome.
That's a hamburger?
That's called, they call it a hamburger.
That's when you do it, when you go to the, when you go to a barbecue, they put that on your
Oh,
hamburger.
Like it looks like a hamburger.
I'm trying to create a new account, I don't understand
Okay.
the puzzle thing I'm supposed to solve here.
I always call it the menu bar, but that's just my method for that. But it looks like a hamburger, so that's why they call it the hamburger.
Okay.
Anytime that you want to go back to that, you can click on that. So in the top part of your thing, they have what's called an app launcher. I find that really helpful because that lets you go back home. So like if you say you don't see what you're looking for, if you click right back on that Outlook, it brings you right back home. So like just like on your iPhone, if you click on the bottom to bring yourself home, if you click on the word Outlook, it'll bring you back home to the first page,
That's not like
which is nice.
Put in your email.
Okay, I get it.
okay.
So in the apps launcher, it lists all the different apps that Microsoft has. Microsoft, just for this class, the email portfolio,
So now do they
Is
want me to
Outlook.
sign in?
so that's the one that's
Like,
with email. It also has a cloud storage base, which is called OneDrive. It has all the different apps that you can use within
I'll look email.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
But for tonight's class, we're just going to worry about the email because that's what Outlook is.
Okay. So the App Store is not the hamburger, but
It's the nine dots.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So when you see your screen, these 9 dots, you click on that. That launches all your apps. That includes Outlook, Microsoft Word, Excel. It's a real popular because most people do write Word documents. They do edit Excel sheets. So Microsoft tries to bundle it all in one. So, but for tonight's purposes, the email is what we're concerned about.
okay.
All right. So this particular first email that I sent myself, there's icons on this. So if you click on you open up your email, you read it. You find out who is it from, what's it about, and the different things that you can use. So this one, there's icons at the top of it that let you know how you can respond. Say I want to respond to Omar's email. I can forward it, I can reply all, or I can just reply. And it's a nice function because it lets you know there's icons as well as prompts that let you know. Say, hey, that's an important email. I want to respond to whoever's email it is.
Would you say that again? How do we respond to an email?
Right. So this is your email. You open it,
Okay.
and then at the bottom there's what's called a reply button.
So open the email.
Open it,
Yeah, you did.
and then
And you've got these. Just click on the 3 dots.
this one.
Okay, 3 dots. You've got reply to all. That means if there's a lot of people on the email, you can reply to all, or you can just reply to the person.
Okay. And then to get rid of it, I
Just click anywhere off it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. As the first exercise, I want you to open up your inbox. I want you to. We're going to begin a new message. We're going to send an email to whoever you want to send it to, but you're going to CC me as well. So to do that, what you're going to do, there's an icon at the top that says new message. That's right here.
Yep.
All right, so it'll say who it's from. Obviously, it's you. In my case, my email address is martoma60616@hotmail.com. I'm going to send this email to. I'll send it to myself. When you click on your to box, it has all your contacts that you saved within Outlook, and you can edit your contacts. Contacts are really important. Those are the people who are most important to you. And as you go along, you can add and delete contacts from your account. So this particular email, I'm going to compose to myself. I'm going to say type of subject, Microsoft Outlook. And then within the body of the email, I'm going to type what I'm talking about. I'm going to say, hi, Omar. Oops, if I can type straight. How is the class going? So you basically compose what you want to email to that person. Once you're done with that, or if you feel that that's satisfied, you can send as is. But there are other options that you can do that's really helpful. At the bottom, one of the most things I use with email system is to attach a file, and that's this paperclip. You can see this paperclip right here. The paperclip allows you to attach in a document. It could be any sorts of documents. I can do a Word doc, I can do a PDF, I can send a recipe of how to make lasagna. You know, whatever you want to attach, you can use that particular paperclip icon. Also, another feature that's really nice is photos. So say you want to send a photo to your grandchild or your uncle or your niece or whatever family member you have. You can click on this particular icon and it lets you add photos. 9 times out of 10, that's what a lot of people like to do. They want to send photos to family members. So you can click on that. So if I click on this, it'll go into what I have saved on my laptop. So obviously, whatever device that you have open, that's where you're going to attach your photos. So now that I've composed my email, I'm going to go, and I said that whatever I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and send it. Thank you, Charlotte. I see your email.
Are we supposed to copy somebody, did you say?
Yes.
Who's
So
supposed to copy?
you can copy whoever within your contacts, whoever you want to send an email to.
Okay. Is it possible to combine email accounts where if you had an account like on SBC Global type platform, Yahoo, that
You can link them, but the main focus is that this is just for Microsoft's email system. So like with SBC, that's Yahoo.
right?
So you can link them to which you can read them,
Mm-hmm.
but Outlook is going to be the primary account that the message is coming from. So it'll be coming from the Outlook.com.
Okay. So a lot of companies, they use Outlook for their different departments and group meetings, don't they?
Yes, they do.
So does that mean all their corporate email probably goes through Microsoft's Outlook system?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Microsoft has a portfolio that's called Microsoft 365,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what most companies use.
Okay.
You can do video chats and a whole lot of different things using that platform.
Okay.
The companies pay for that service, and obviously you as a consumer, you can pay for Microsoft 365 if you want to, but for tonight's purposes, Outlook is a free account.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
All right, so I had this email that just came to me, and there's icons that they have within the email that is like a quick reply. They try to think of what you want to do. You don't have to use theirs. For tonight's purpose, I'm just going to say, I'm going to use that and say, you're welcome. You click on that, that does an automatic reply. So I send it back to Charlotte. And when she logs on, she will see my email. back. Okay. What I also like to do, a lot of times I want to search for a particular email that I was sent, say like in January. My birthday is in January. I'm looking for an email from whoever that sent me in January. This is a search box that you can use to type, and it'll search through everything within your email. It's a nice function too. So when I type January, it gives me everything that they think is close to what I'm searching for. But the search function is, it searches just all of the folders that you have. So it'll look through your inbox, your sent, your deleted. Well, it won't search deleted, but it'll search through all your folders for that particular item. So the search function is a really nice feature. Over here, if you click on the icon, this is your account. It explains to you, when you set your Outlook account up, it explains your settings. I use this function a lot because that's what I use to sign out. So when you log in, you can just click on the sign out button. It also has your Microsoft account information as well as your profile. I'm just going to click on the profile for a second. So when it comes to your profile, this is what others see when they search for you. So you can change your photo. I like soccer, so I use the soccer as my photo. They also have your profile information. Now you can put whatever information on there that you deem acceptable. Some people don't like to have all their personal information out there. You can put as much or as little information as you need.
So you can have multiple accounts in Outlook?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
When you set your account up, it'll ask for a different, you can't name it the same email address, but you can have multiple Outlook.com email addresses.
And then if you set it up after the fact, do you just go to your profile and add it there? Or where
No, you can, just like on the start page,
Uh-huh.
let me log out here. So like when you go to sign in,
Uh-huh.
it'll say you can create an account. So you can create another account. You can go here. So instead of signing in, you can create another free
Oh,
account.
okay, that's where you go, okay.
Yep. Sign back in. Okay. In addition to that, Microsoft has other apps that allow you to integrate with people who have Microsoft accounts. So if you wanted to schedule a meeting with somebody using Skype, Skype is a Microsoft product. You can open your email and log in and send that person, what it's going to do is send that person an email saying, hey, I want to do a video chat with you.
Oh, so you just click on the Meet now?
Yep. So if I click on this Meet Now,
Mhm.
and what it is basically a Skype call.
Oh, so you just need to have your camera set up or whatever?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you would say start call.
Is Skype, is that what the president, Skype, Twitter, is that what they're talking about when they talk about?
They use, when they're talking about Twitter, that's something that they use to, it allows you to everyone who's within your account gets your message.
So Skype is like that too also?
Skype is more for video. So like if you wanted to video call your granddaughter or
Okay.
whoever,
Okay,
that's what
thank
Skype
you.
is. Yep. All right. The next thing we're going to go over is our contacts. When you open Outlook Mail and you start typing the Composer Mail, it's going to look for your contacts. So if you go to this icon right here where it says People, click on it, it's going to list all of the contacts that that you have within your system. What's nice about it, if you don't have any, you can start creating some. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and create a new contact. So at the top right here, we'll say New Contact. And we'll go ahead and create a new contact. Create a contact that you know of. If you want, you can add me using my address. So you would type their first name, type their last name,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
type their address.
So I don't put myself
You typically don't, but you
I
can.
see. That's okay.
Yeah, you certainly can. Put whoever's important to you in your contacts.
Oh, in the contacts I already have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it.
And you can, just like anything, you can add people to your contacts and you can take people out of your contacts. So if you say, hey, I don't want to contact that person no more, you can delete that contact. And just to show you an example, I'll pick this particular person. If I say, I don't email Crystal Kane at all anymore, so I can definitely remove her as a contact. And right here at the top of the screen, there's icons that let you delete it. So I say delete. They ask me, are you sure you want to delete this contact? And I say yes. So the contacts are very important. It allows you to save information, the email addresses of the people that you contact.
Is there anything that Outlook does that Yahoo or the other platforms don't?
That's a very good question.
Like with Yahoo, you could do a Skype call with Yahoo, couldn't you? Or no?
Yes, Yahoo Messenger, you can, yep.
So they're compatible with other platforms?
They are compatible.
Okay.
There are subtle differences between them, but most of them do the same thing. I mean, if you wanted to video call somebody using Yahoo, you can do that, as well as Outlook.
And then when you want to delete a bunch of emails, like in your inbox, do you have to click on each one like you do in Yahoo? Drives me nuts.
That you can certainly do one by one, or you can do. Let me show you. Right here. So there's an icon at the top that says select all messages. If you click on that, it highlights everything. So say I don't want any of these messages. You can highlight just that icon and it'll click more than one. Otherwise, you're going to have to go one by one to delete what you don't want.
Can't you, let's try it. Can't you click on one?
Yep.
Oh, just click on the one thing. No, just
Ah.
one little square. Click on the
Ah.
one, yeah, the square. Okay, now go down 5 and hold down your shift key.
Shift.
Hold down your shift key and click on another one. Let's see if it
Okay, so-
works. Yeah,
Oh, so you can
yeah.
delete like
So
a
that
series
it's
of
just
them?
like files. If you want to delete individual files, you hold down Control and click. But if you want to get rid of, and this is Yahoo too.
Oh,
You
okay.
gotta get rid of 10 Yahoos, you click on the first one and then you hold down Shift and click on the 10th one and it'll do the whole thing and then you can get rid of them that way.
Oh, so you scroll.
And yes, you can do that in Yahoo too.
And how did you get to this thing where you are able to select the emails?
So
You're in the inbox.
I'm in the inbox, and then if you come over right here and just select one and hit the shift key.
Shift. And then go down like 5. Well, just select the first one.
Okay.
Click on the first one.
Oops.
Okay. Click on the first one and then go down like 5. Then hold down the shift key. And it takes everything. So if you wanted individual ones, you'd hold down the control key, but you don't have to because you have that little check mark. You just click in the check mark. But if you want to get rid of like 10 altogether, they have to be together. And then you click on the first one, and then you click on the last one. You got to rid of, but you have to hold down the shift key as you do it. And you could do that with files, and I know you can do that in Yahoo. So try getting rid of stuff like that in Yahoo.
Okay. What you can also do, oops. When you highlight one of the emails, it gives you other options that you want to do. Say if you want to archive an email, you no longer want to, you don't want to delete it, but you want to hang on to it for later. There's an archive button. Some people like to use that. It's a good thing because some people don't get rid of anything. I like to delete things and then I'm worried about trying to find them later. So if you want to hang on to them, you can archive it and try to save space within your email system.
I'm not seeing the same options on the ribbon thing up there that you are.
I think you have your reading pane open, so let's get rid of your reading pane. How do you get rid of your reading pane?
So if you click on settings and you scroll down to view all Outlook settings, there should be an option for reading pane. So this is layout. Okay, so right here it says, where do you want the reading pane to appear? You can say it's on the right, at the bottom, or you can hide it. I usually hide the reading pane.
Okay, go back up.
And once again, that's under the settings.
Yeah, she's in settings.
Okay.
Okay, go up here. Oh, right there. There. Okay.
Where we at?
They have a little different, yeah. A little, no. This? Go down. Okay. Click in here and type reading pane.
And different operating systems have a different layout, so
Okay, there it is.
it's
Okay.
most important just to get it to look the way you want it to look.
Okay, click on save. Excellent. Okay. Just click on one other thing. It's slow.
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay. You got it on focus. So let's see if we can get it on something else. So she's
Oh,
gonna,
yeah,
yeah,
I got one.
Yeah, you can,
she's got it on focus, so it didn't give her that.
right, so
Okay.
if you click on focus, you can, it gives you, focus gives you what Microsoft think is the most important things, and then it puts other for everything else.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that option, but some people do.
So it has some algorithm that determines what it thinks is most important to you?
Basically, it sorts the messages into a focus or other. So focus is basically what they think is important to you and everything else. All right, so we set up our Outlook email. We created and send an email. Now they have an option, what we can do is to manage email. And we've already started managing some of the things. That's more how it looks to you. You can certainly change and edit going forward, but Microsoft has a, a training session on their website that you can go on your own to look at different things.
And how do we get to this training page?
This training page is, I can email you the link. This is the link. It's called Support Microsoft Office Training, and I'll send that to everyone.
Okay, thanks.
So one of the when you're at companies, a lot of times when you're in the office, you can set up time limits. So when you're out of the office, you can send off automatic replies. And that's what they're basically saying. When they say automatic replies, it's like, okay, I'm not in the office today. I'll respond to your email when I get back to the office. And that's a nice function, especially when you're dealing with companies and people they're looking for a response from you. You sent them an email and you got no response. But if you set up your automatic reply, it'll let them know, hey, I don't have access to my laptop, but I'll respond when I can.
So where do we go to set that up?
It's in, let me go back here. Go into settings. Go Outlook, all. And when you get to settings, it's right here, automatic replies.
We have to click on layout.
No, you don't have to click on layout. It's the automatic replies is like towards the bottom. There's various different icons that you can click on
Okay.
and change. But automatic replies is one of them. So you click on turn on
Here,
reply,
Unable to load these settings, please try again later.
and that's just this particular laptop. But I'm sure if you log in,
Oh, okay.
but it'll let you set a time limit for your automatic reply, which is nice.
What's automatic reply?
It's under settings. Like if you click,
Yeah.
okay, so we click here settings,
Yeah.
and at the bottom it says View
Yes.
Outlook,
Mhm.
and then under here there's general,
General.
but you click on Mail.
Yeah, she's on mail.
All right, so automatic replies is towards the bottom.
Okay, automatic reply, click right there.
okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Yep.
you're welcome.
Sometimes when you're replying to someone within your email, there's an automatic signature. So like if you want to say an automatic reply from Omar Martin, who works for the computer help desk at the Downers Grove Library, you can type in an automatic signature so that you don't have to keep typing your name. So when you get to the bottom, it'll put that signature in. You don't have to say, oh, Omar, computer help desk, Downers Grove Public Library. It'll put that signature in for you. Yeah. One of the biggest things that I use is attachments, because whenever I send an email, I'm most likely I'm attaching either a picture, either a document. The Outlook has cloud storage, which is called OneDrive. So anytime that you open up your Outlook, it's creating folders in what's called a OneDrive. OneDrive is something that's within the cloud. It automatically saves it for you. So anytime you open up, you start typing your email and you close it down, it'll save that. So the next time you log in, you can retype it and finish. But everything within your Outlook account will be saved in what's called OneDrive.
I thought OneDrive was Google.
No, OneDrive is for Microsoft. Google is Google Drive.
Oh, there's two different drives. So
Yes.
they're both in the cloud and
Yes.
still separate?
Yep.
Okay.
And Yahoo has their cloud service as well. So does Apple. Apple iCloud. They all have cloud storage because they're basically trying to save the information that's on your laptop. It's being saved in a server, so you're not using up all your space on your laptop or your phone.
Oh, okay.
So is Chrome and Microsoft and Google, are they all the same kind of systems?
There are different operating
Operating
systems, yes.
And you could have all three?
You can have all three, whatever your preference is.
Can you use all three?
I do.
Okay. Because I got something and it said, do you want Microsoft to be a default something?
Mhm.
Probably browser.
Yeah.
Yes. So Microsoft Edge is their browser. So Microsoft wants you to use Microsoft products. So it's going to
Okay.
say, hey, why don't you use Edge?
Okay. So I can use Edge and
Chrome.
Google. as
Yep,
well.
yep.
Okay.
All right. Since we're in settings, I'm also going to highlight the calendar option. The calendar option will give you different views within your calendar system. It lets you know events that you have within the week, or you can send it out monthly. It puts up your settings that you have for your calendar. Also, for people, there's not that many settings that you can change, but you can, if you wanted to do it by last name first, you can do that, or you can do first name. But that's your settings.
So when like an administrative assistant has to handle her manager's calendar or appointments, how does he share that with her? Or
Yes,
does he share his email with her and somehow she can go in and access it?
you can share email, but you can also share calendars. Calendars is created in what it's called an ICS file. So when you start a calendar, it creates it in a format. So that manager is going to save it in that ICS file so that they can send it to the new user, and they'll have.
So how would you go ahead and share a calendar? What do you do?
Okay, so we'll go into calendars here. So right now you can add a calendar. So like if you click on the add calendar, and what I was talking about is this upload file. So if you click on that, what it's called, you'll have to save it as an ICS file, but it will have to be on your laptop. So the manager will already have the ICS in a folder. So they will search through that folder and import it.
So the manager would import their own file, or the administrative assistant could import his file?
Yes. Now, if you're not using company information, you can also set up family files. So say
I can't get my calendar to open up like yours. What am I doing wrong?
so if you click on the icon for calendar, and they're normally on the side. So
Okay, you got it. I don't know what I had before.
I don't know.
but like right here, I set up a calendar for my son. What it would do, it would display everything that's on his calendar on my calendar. Right now, I don't have any particular things loaded, but you can add, to answer your question, you can add calendars to your calendar, and it'll
Okay.
display.
So an administrative assistant could just add her manager's calendar to hers, and then she'd know everything he had to do.
See all the appointments, everything that was listed.
Okay.
All right, since we're in calendars, let's go ahead and create an event. So like tonight, I'm going to say we're going to have Microsoft Outlook Basics class. So when you create an event, you click on the date that you want. So I clicked on tonight's date, and you can edit. So you can type within here whatever event that you want to put on your calendar. So I type Microsoft Outlook Basics. You can also invite people to it. So if you have people within your contacts, you can send, what it would do is sends them an email of your event on your calendar.
Okay, how did you get that to pop up? I clicked on the date,
Okay,
and a box came up with calendar add title,
right, so,
but it looks different than yours.
right, it's a little different,
Oh, okay,
but when you double click on there, that's where you're gonna add your title.
okay.
So you add your title, you would click on the times that you needed, you would add whoever you want to invite, and what that's basically gonna do is just send them an email saying, hey, I have a event going on this date at this time.
Okay.
You can also add, once again, you can attach a document, you can add photos, you can do a lot of different things with that. But after you do that, you'll click on the save option.
So coming down there, anytime you see down there, make your choices. Click on 6:30. Go up. Yeah, good.
So when you see that, you'll see your calendar, and it'll display all the
7:30?
events.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so location, you don't have to click on it. If you
Okay.
wanted to, you can click in here
And just put like,
Downers Grove or something.
Okay, so we went over the managing email. We went over different things with organized within our inbox.
Downers Grove.
We added contacts. We looked at our contacts that we have within our email system, and we started with the calendar.
And then how do you do tasks? Is that a
Yes,
separate tab?
it's a separate tab.
event created.
There it is. Uh-huh.
So then I would send that to somebody
So,
If you wanted.
if I.
so
if I
tasks
gave your contacts.
within Outlook, it's called Notes.
If you're having a party. or
So when you
something.
click on that, if you click on Notes, you're able to create a note for yourself to, I need to do a certain task.
Okay,
It's just called a different thing, but
okay.
To do?
they also have a to-do. Yeah, I'm
What to
sorry.
do?
Where's that at?
Oh, and then I tell myself what to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what this icon, it's a check mark.
So it says tap the add a note button to create a note.
Right, so if you click back on your Outlook, go on the side, I think the thing that you're looking for specifically is called to do. Because
Oh,
it's,
so it's not the notes thing, it's to do.
right,
Okay.
because that's a task. A to do or notes is a note to myself saying,
Uh-huh.
hey, I need to get milk from the grocery store, or, you know.
Got it, okay.
You do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, they're one and the same, but, you know, this will let you add a task. You can assign it a due date. You can get notifications. You can repeat it. So, you know, hey, every Thursday I want to, you know, go to my son's recital, you know. It'll put that on your calendar every week, you know, that you want to do that particular task.
That's a nice thing, that's a nice feature.
All right, so let's go back here. All right, so that was the calendar events. You can organize your inbox, and the environment that we're in, we're using Windows. Certainly, if you have Mac, you can do the same thing with a Mac, or Apple and Android. Most of us use our cell phones when we go. You can download Outlook as an app to your phone. It'll read your email. You can send your email just like if you were on the laptop. Okay. And for the most part, that's the basics of Outlook. Certainly, if you have any questions, you can definitely let us know. We also have a survey. And you get a chance to fill that survey out. It helps us to do our planning that we need for these types of classes. You have my contact information. Certainly, you can reach out to me. Certainly, you can reach out to our technical manager, Annie. She'll definitely be able to assist with any questions you have.
I don't use Outlook. I haven't used it in years. We used to have it here at the library, now we use Google, so it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So how would you access that OneDrive to like collaborate with somebody on something you're working on?
Okay, so you click on the icons. It's always the apps. They call it the app launcher. But if you go over to what's called OneDrive,
Okay, there.
and what it does, every time you create a folder, like in your email, if you have folders, it'll back it up in OneDrive, which is a nice feature because sometimes we forget to save, and OneDrive automatically saves. As soon as you start typing, it saves. So the OneDrive is a nice feature, especially for those who forget to save.
And how much free, you don't get that much free with OneDrive, though, like it's 5 gig or something like
Yep.
that? Yeah, okay, or you can pay for it, which I have a Office 365 account, but it's nice.
Yep.
So when you go into OneDrive and you save a file, then it automatically stores it in the cloud?
Yes.
But otherwise, the files that are on your laptop are not in the cloud?
They're on your hard drive.
They're on the hard drive? Okay.
Yes. And my manager at my other job, he's old school, so he likes to save everything on his hard drive. He doesn't trust the cloud.
Okay.
My personal belief is that I think the cloud are secure. Microsoft has a lot of people that are working to ensure that you have security, but it's your personal preference. If you want to save everything on your hard drive, you can, but you'll probably use that information up really quickly. So if you save in the cloud, you're saving space on your laptop or your iPhone or whatever device.
And also, if your computer ever breaks, you won't be able to get the stuff unless you back it up, which I hope you've been doing.
Yes.
And then how do people get permission to access different files that are in the cloud? How does that work?
You have to set it up. So like, I'm going to, in my drive, I'm just using this for an example. Let's see what this is. Okay, so this particular thing that I have within my OneDrive is instructions on how to use a universal remote.
Okay.
So I'm going to share it. Give me your email address
Oh, mine?
Yep.
Okay.
or your Outlook.
Oh, lisaolm225@outlook.com.
Okay. And right here, what I'm going to send you, it's going to be a link to this file.
Okay.
It'll let you open it and read it, and you can save it on your drive if you want.
Okay.
What I really like about the share file is that it shares a link. So like if it's really large, you can't send it by email. Email won't work. So you send them a link,
Uh-huh.
and that way that they can still access it, even if it's a large file.
Okay.
So I say here, oops, is the file, and I hit send. And what it's going to do is it will send you a link to open up that.
Oh, okay.
And when you open it, it opens it as an attachment within your OneDrive. So Microsoft likes to think ahead. They think they want to save everything. So it saves emails, saves attachments, saves photos. So anything that you share, it tries to save it within that OneDrive.
So then it asks you for your password again?
If you are logged out, it will. If you set up, you can set up shared files using a password. But like when I share things, I don't set up passwords, so you shouldn't have to. Only thing you have to do is just log into your OneDrive. And as of course, there's a keepsake for you. We printed out various things that you can use Outlook for. This is your homework. You can read it. I'll let you practice. I'm going to send you the link for there's
Okay.
online things that you can do as well. But it's a very good tool to use. Always with email. I think everything is going digital, so the more that you use, the easier it gets.
Yeah, this is a real challenge, this life, this technology life. I went to make an appointment at the doctor. Oh my God, the questions, and I ended up saying, just give me an appointment. I didn't know I was so angry. Just give me an appointment. Stop asking all these
Yes.
questions. It's not easy for us older people.
I agree.
You know, it's just not, it's not fun because we can't
It's
do
not user friendly,
anything,
yeah.
anything.
And unfortunately, that's where they're going. And things change often, and it's hard to
Oh,
keep
yeah,
up.
Even if you learn something, it changes.
Yes.
Or it looks different. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, that doesn't look like I really.
Everything updates. There's always changes.
Yeah. Oh gosh, no.
If there's no more questions, please make sure that you get a chance to fill out your survey.
Yes, honey, you did a beautiful job.
So what's it doing?
I was trying to set that up and it's telling me I had to enter a security code that they sent to my other alternative email address. So it's telling me now that the code didn't work. So what do I do now? I was just trying to see that file that you sent.
Okay, so click on, go back into your email.
How do we get there?
Yep. I'll look. Right. Right. Yep. Okay, so it should be that one. Yep. Open
Share
that.
this one.
Yep. Click on open.
There it is.
Boom. So now, if you want, you can share it with somebody else. You can copy the link. You can download it and save it. Because technically, it's not saved. It's just a link.
I was just trying to get this security thing, so thanks for getting, I don't know why, it gave me that trouble when I was trying to access it.
Yeah. So that's Microsoft tries to be secure with things, and they try to verify.
Oh, okay.
That's something that you can certainly delete that.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
appreciate it. And then you were gonna email that little support link so that we can
Yes.
get this
Let me
paper?
go ahead and do that right now.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So. At least I know what it is now. I don't know how it even popped up on my computer, Microsoft.
And what's your email again? I'm sorry.
I said I didn't know even how Microsoft popped up on my computer and it said, do you want it as a default? And I'm thinking, well,
They want you to use their things, so they're always like, use us, use us.
I know I can use whatever. Thank you. It was good.
Very much.
So I say, well, 225?
Oops, Sharon, next.
I am so
I'm
grateful.
sorry, what was it?
LASA.
For these-
Yeah, if you
225.
need individual help, just call up the library and we'll get somebody to sit with you. Yeah.
I'm just so grateful to
Oops.
have these classes, even though I don't get them.
LASA or
I mean, I didn't even know.
225.
Could you believe I didn't know the default? In my mind, the default is something negative. Like, oh, that's a default. That's cool.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
And so anyway, like I say, my husband did everything, I did nothing. I didn't want to look, he wanted to teach me.
Well, the same thing happened.
Really?
Yeah, my husband died a year ago. It was unexpected, I didn't expect it.
Me either.
And then how do we log out? Do you just go on there, sign out?
Yep.
This is week before, now I do. I have to, so,
Yeah, that's what
but I do technology, I do that, so. But he had set up all these accounts and stuff like that, he wrote them down though, so. But my sister's husband died on Christmas, and it was expected to be cancer, but they found out after Thanksgiving, he died on Christmas Day. He didn't leave anything for her. She didn't do anything for 25 years, she never paid a bill, nothing. So she did.
Thanks again.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
So she